forgot the water.
You just try it.
Oh!
That's a great blooper.
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm heading essentially a moon rock on cast, so give me a little bit.
Oh jeez.
Woo! Yeah, sorry about that. But we like to start off a little silly on the cast sometimes, and that was not planned. The dry hitting, because let me tell you, I could dry hit it. You really probably should not with a bong. That is just painful, but I can. As soon as you add something as harsh as a moon rock, like essentially wax with it, infused, hybrid infused wheat. Yeah, no, that was essentially
That's a lot.
That was essentially putting the lighter in my throat. That's what it felt like.
Leather lungs.
But no, my face is kind of numb, and welcome back. Let's get into this shit. Hopefully there's no gnomes messing around with any of your rides when you go to the parks. Messing with the ride operators, pulling apart plugs or bolts, But I'm saying, if you hear that dungeon synth, be prepared. Be prepared, man. You might see a dwarven wizard coming around.
I hope I see him.
Bro, I'm mad that he lives across the globe, because I would love to just be looking out for him in my area, just being like, please. If you don't know what the hell just happened at the beginning, that's probably a good thing you're not terminally online. But yes, it's the wizard gnome meme that's been going around. It's pretty good stuff. But let's start off lighthearted, because we got the two things we're going into is it's pretty shit. But honestly, even though I showed you this earlier and I was laughing, I just had a smoke. I literally feel like I can't necessarily feel my face right now. So this Grums guy, I don't even know if anyone knows this guy really. Apparently he's big in the gamer sphere. I've seen him a few times before. But imagine thinking DEI was the reason behind why Tiana is having issues. And not that, I don't know, Imagineering just got gutted in general. If that sounds as stupid as it's, let's dive into it. If that sounds as stupid as it seems, yeah. So basically, you have people on Twitter now where they get blue check marks. They found out they can get money, for just tweeting, engagement bait bullshit. So you have people that apparently, they can tweet so much bullshit that you could be in the gaming sphere. Apparently, former lead for World of Warcraft, which I don't know why you'd be proud to say that after Activision's debacle and all their sexual scandals, but I digress. He goes ahead and tries to say that essentially the DEI and the woke hive mind and parks and companies trying to be more inclusive is the reason why the ride is going through its what's going through. RC, didn't you go through a whole breakdown with rides yourself?
What was it?
I'm just asking you in general. Didn't you go through a whole rise breakdown yourself, or had to go back?
I want to say I've experienced delays on many attractions.
Oh, and those attractions opened how many years after? The reason it's you're this is the Disney brings some of the most technologically advanced things to amusement parks. Granted, the way they're presenting them now, for some people in the past, without the, may not be the favorite, but you can't say stuff like Rise, Cosmic Rewind, and even Tiana's isn't literally like, well, but they're literally putting an old system with new shit, and it's still somehow fucking working.
Yeah, they didn't overhaul Splash.
Like,
And Splash had problems in the
I was about to
past.
say, people act like Splash was
So it's
pristine before.
it's
He
literally like guests and ride mechanics.
also,
It has nothing to do with anything else.
so basically, he goes around like this, getting people that essentially are just ignorant enough to just believe anything that has DEI in it. Just almost like it's. They'll just go over the tweet, say everything, but then you have actual Disney people, and actually foreign people, what? Saying exactly what I'm saying. You have people that worked literally in Disney as a cast member on attractions, telling me, hey man, these rides break down because there are so many moving systems in them. Like, it's not specific to a new ride. Hell,
Yeah.
the reason why Disney Disney literally made the whole preview system, right, for parks, because their rides were not guaranteed to work for like a month. Like, now every park has a soft opening, every park has a preview time. Saying that a Disney product that almost every big Disney attraction that has come out in the last ever has had growing pains. I can't think of one that hasn't. Hell, look at one of my favorites, one of the worst growing pains. Oh, imagine finding out the main thing you're advertising with Expedition Everest can't fucking work anymore. It has to be stuck in a disco mode.
Rip the Yeti.
And that's going back 20 years at this point now. Of these big, super, extravagant ideas. These ambitious ideas. They're not always going to work exactly how you expect them to. It's just facts. Maybe for the first few times. But it's never going to work exactly perfectly how you planned, how you blueprinted it, how you've written it down. Nothing is. It never will be. Especially when you have so many different things on top of it that are complex. It's insane. Anyways, people were explaining that to him. And he essentially went and doubled down and tried to blow up the guy that was explaining this to him. Saying that as a gotcha moment, try to say he was only a cast member at Disney. And when you look at the tweet, the picture, not only does it say he's a cast member, an attractions cast member. So you would definitely know what you're talking about when you're, because you work with attractions, you talk to maintenance, correct? That's exactly what happened with this guy. Exactly what he said. Lily came back at him. Lily ratioed the hell out. Ratios don't matter, but it's still just funny. People see it. But that's why it's good in these situations. They see the misinformation going around. They see what is happening. That's why it's one of the few instances I'm good, because literally he says worked attractions and ops. This guy worked not only did he work attractions, he worked the Great Movie Ride as one of his attractions. Right here. You can see this, RC?
Yeah.
That is one of the most... That was one of my favorite rides of all time. And I know how ridiculously... what so much into... literally an animatronics, a moving ride system, actors, all together. And that ride went down a fucking lot. So, yeah. So the fact that he tried to say that someone explaining it to him, and he's still ignorant, doubling down, and try to say, "Oh, what do you know, man? What do you know? You worked at Blizzard. Don't talk about shit if you don't know what you're talking about." And I was telling RC, literally, we get mad at the enthusiasts without "Oh, do you think this coaster's bad? Oh, I love this coaster. Oh, fuck you. This manufacturer good, manufacturer bad." We get mad at that. We forget how bad it can get. We genuinely forget how bad it can get. Oof, man. Another stuff though, something I haven't read yet, but you said here they were ripping Busch Gardens apart for, and it seems to listen. We haven't been ripping them apart. We've been just going with grace, going by all right. We see it's ass. All right, cool. We're not even gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We haven't talked about anything with Penguin Trek or Phoenix Rising. Granted, there wasn't much to talk about, but we're not going to beat a dead horse. We're not fans of United Parks and how they're being ran right now. We were vocal about that season 1. But now, you're probably wondering, why is no Busch Gardens Williamsburg trip reports? Well, now you know. Now you know. In case you're new to the cast, now you know. It's just, we are not just a fan of how the Pixies have taken over. So
the state of the parks is not good.
You could probably go back at all the news, like all the episodes, just look at all the little things, just adding up that has just become. They're like the shitty Disney in terms of like adding small things of why. You're just making it worse. You're just making this worse. There's no reason to even add this. It wasn't broken. You're just making it worse. But all right. So apparently this came out today. I think around like 6, so like 4 hours before we're recording this. But tipping comes to United Parks quick service. Now this isn't new. In fact, this was probably in the report because it's a little bit for us. But yeah, it's right here. Ethan Hershaft, who's in Orlando, he definitely keeps up to date with all of what's happening there. Follow him on the socials for that. But yeah, as of June 6th, when this was posted, SeaWorld has implemented a tipping system at every food and beverage location around the park. After every purchase, guests are prompted to leave a tip, but can also choose no tip if they want to. So it's like, okay, it's cool. So we're thinking, okay, this will actually help out people potentially. Why not? Whatever. I would do it if I knew if I'm at a bar or whatever. I think they already do that for the bartenders, but if I knew like straight up if it's going for knowing how bad they pay the employees at the parks there. If I know it's going straight up to like shop, whoever's working at the shop there, or whatever, yeah, I'll do it. Whoever's giving me food, I'll definitely give some more. Like that it's honestly terrible that it's even come down to that, but anyway, so yeah, this is definitely from Busch Gardens Williamsburg fans. This article, so you can definitely look them up for if you want to read it yourself or read it along with us. But SeaWorld Orlando, last month, they added properties with table service, restaurants, or full service have been offered tipping for waitstaff. This newly debuted system expands well beyond the traditional, instead of showing up at the registers for counter service dining locations. Although the system is not rolled out at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, given the similar employees with the 5% surcharge, it's kind of likely it will spread also to the other United Parks. So, what does the success look like for the system? Why would SeaWorld invest in its implementation to begin with? Where do the tips that are voluntarily surrendered by guests actually go? Which employees get the tips? Does all the money guests tip make its way onto food service workers' pockets? Thanks to a collection of tipping, so where does it go? Per the leaked internal United Parks documentation we have been provided, tips contributed to all the SeaWorld Orlando food and beverage locations, excluding bars, Sharks Underwater Grill, Dine with Orcas, and Ports of Call will be pooled together into the SeaWorld Orlando Tipped Pool Program. Funds deposited into this program will be allocated to the paychecks of food and beverage service ambassadors, bakers, cooks, and trainers working across SeaWorld Orlando and any tip venues not excluded from the program previously.
What?
The catch. Unfortunately, the tale does not simply end at tips are divided to pay out, because per documentation we have reviewed, SeaWorld Orlando is actually using these tips to pay a portion of their culinary employees' existing wages.
Nah.
SeaWorld is executing the scheme by differentiating between that they refer to as the position guaranteed rate and the individual guaranteed rate. In an example provided by SeaWorld Orlando in their tipped pool program, say a food and beverage service worker is currently paid $13 an hour. With the new tip pool program, $13 an hour becomes this employee's individual guaranteed rate. This is the minimum amount per hour this employee will make under this new program, with or without tips. That $13 an hour does not, however, become this employee's position guaranteed rate in the example SeaWorld included in their documentation. This employee's position guaranteed rate is actually $12 because of Florida's minimum wage. Why does it matter? Because there's a delta between an employee's position and individual contained rate. The difference is subsidized. When employees allocated a portion of the tip pool, their portion of the tip pool actually goes to pay the difference between. Effectively, when an employee receives money from the tip pool, it reduces the total wages. That's what I was thinking. SeaWorld Orlando must pay to the employee. The only point at which an employee's take home would actually increase when their portion of the tip exceeds the delta.
This is such a scam.
Literally what you said, SeaWorld's tipping system is a scam. That's what's said next. In my opinion, SeaWorld Orlando's new pool tip is a scam. When customers tip the staff of a restaurant, customers expect the tip to go into the pockets of the employee. United Parks will likely argue 100% of the tips are. That is far from what we could tell. What they would be leaving out with such statement, however, is that SeaWorld is paying these employees less when they receive these tips. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's like, it's just basically like, all right, we're gonna treat you like a well-paid waiter or waitress. Like, come on, bro. Like, do not be surprised if these parks literally have nobody working at them. This is also they're still giving the 5% surcharge. So basically, just don't tip. Guys. Just don't tip there if you feel obligated, man. Like, it might make things worse for them actually. Like, they're guaranteed a better rate actually if you just don't tip them. And this is basically if you're basically tipping United Parks and Resorts.
Helping them save money on paying their employees. It's insane.
All right. I was gonna get a fun card. I don't know if I can this year, bro. And the thing is, a lot of people are saying they're actually kind of done. Like, I've been seeing so many things about, like, you know, how SeaWorld is and just how, like, Busch Gardens. They're just like, yeah, I'm not renewing this year. Or they're just like, oh, yeah, I'm done renewing. Like, I didn't, like, we were with, we have trip reports, too. I forgot before we get to the news, but, yeah, when we were talking with, what you call it? Fucking not SeaWorld. What the hell am I witnessing right now? I was talking to Tyler and Owen at Hershey Park. Now, Tyler said the same thing. He's like, I didn't renew. Best decision of my life. He's like, yep. Sorry, I liked an Instagram post and it makes it go on mute for that. Didn't fucking but I didn't renew mine this year. I mean, y'all probably heard if you listened for a while the teeth pulling it took to even get my pass off of just I couldn't even God, it took forever. But we always get to the point where I had to drive out up, and I couldn't imagine if you didn't even live near a park. Like, oh, I'm about to fly to a fucking park to get this resolved. Like,
dude, thankfully I had the craziest nice experience canceling my Seas Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow. Took like a 5-minute phone call.
Yeah, me, it took 3 30 to 45-minute phone calls, 2 emails, and I finally just contacted, send us a message, what is your message thing? And I just sent in my past situation, or resolution, whatever. And I just please, I've been trying for months to get rid of my pass, and you're still deducting charges, and I don't go to your park. You can look, I have not stepped foot in it, can you please take the money off? Nope. So
Bruh.
So I'm just like, ugh. I mean, they can keep adding this stuff. I mean, might as well keep going in United Parks. We don't have to talk. We can be done. We can be done for the cast. But I don't know what's happening with Phoenix Rising. But there's been no development with Busch Gardens Williamsburg in terms of their family coaster and all that stuff. I think
That's what I was seeing on Parkfins.
But there's really nothing.
Yeah, that's all it looked like.
So I am smoking Kim I-95. Yes, a strain named after the worst interstate in America. And yeah. And I'm also having some infused
Moon rocks.
Yes. Yeah, I think Penguin Trek has had its media stuff happen.
Media day, yeah. Indeed.
Have you heard anything about that?
I'm gonna watch the POV right now, actually.
I mean, I haven't looked at it in a while, but I guess I'll look at a
The
muted.
on ride.
I'll muted El Toro Ryan. Oops.
I've heard it's a good
Web
overall fit
pages are
for the
filled
park,
with a
though.
sea of words. If all the words
Why?
web page.
What did you say?
I've heard it's a good overall fit for the park.
Yeah, the park probably needed it. I mean, it did need it. I'm gonna say. But... Yeah, like, let me look at the POV. I'm looking at the reverse.
Park ride section looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, our boy Mark's always able to do the El Toro Ryan coverage videos for him.
Shout out the homies Mark and Matt in the video, yeah.
Wow, they actually did a decent dark ride section. I can even see it here. Too bad you're in it for like only a few seconds, but great job. And this part's actually dark. It's darker than Dark Coaster.
2 launches.
Oh, never mind. There's more dark ride section.
This definitely looks like a good fit for the park.
So these were charades. You said that's one thing you said is people saying they're not comfortable, and what I'm also
I have
hearing
heard that, yeah.
is that there's a rattle. The patented
A rattle.
B&M's open with rattles now. Whoopsie daisy. Like, I also will say, when did we become to where we had
Apparently
to
it's just a slight vibration. That's what someone else said.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when have we come to the point where like a vibration is like games like we're moving on these big ass machines at like tens of miles an hour, sometimes close to 100. Are we expecting them to be smooth? Like glass buttery smooth. Like, are we really expecting that right now? Because that seems a little bit illogical, like a little bit crazy. Especially after a ride runs for a while, especially in certain climates too. Like, I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna feel something. It's gonna be a slight vibration rattle.
People are saying it's like actually ruining the rides though.
I don't think I've heard that about Penguin Trek.
Yeah, so good stuff for them, I guess. I actually didn't even look. I need to look at the POV because no, we'll look at this and yeah. What are your comments about this? It's,
Oh, Penguin Trek POV. Let's see. Instead of the reverse POV.
Now the screens are obviously not going to look as good, but I'm getting Happy Feet vibes. I almost wanted to start singing one of the songs. I can't think of the songs right now. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna like.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. I could like, it's good for the park. The theming and all that. I'm glad they're back to that, I guess. All right, the ride. Now I'm gonna smoke here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Parks need to stop giving these. They need to stop doing these POVs and letting people do them in like the first ones of the morning.
I mean,
so tell. It's the first one in the morning.
you know what I'll say, man. +1.
Credit and forget it.
+1, baby.
Hey, at least it's better than Dark Coaster. At least like there's more sense in that, in my opinion, than whatever the hell Dark Coaster is. Because I'm telling you, this just feels like a more coherent project. Sure, it might not be like the best thing. It's a fucking the ride might even be kind of mid, but and honestly, seeing the back of the train, that definitely looks like a B&M now. Looks like like a less thick, like like they don't have as wide of hips. Like, you see that? Hold up. Doesn't this look like a mini B&M Hyper?
Yeah.
Like the winged, like the winglets on the side.
Yeah.
That's funny. But no, I would love to see B&M actually innovate again. That's the main thing. But I will say, on to the rattle thing. Yeah, I rode Iron Menace. It doesn't even have a rattle. Maybe it vibrates, but generally it's glass smooth and has that jolt. I literally rode on Media Day when the whole meme was made too, with like the whatever song was put over it, which was a good meme by the way. But basically, people are kind of getting soft when it comes to these rides, man. Like B&M still makes smooth rides. Like I can't think of a rough B&M besides Vortex or Firebird.
Yeah, I was about to say Firebird.
And maybe in Rougarou, like, but like. Are we really getting to this point? Like, people would say Kumba, but like, okay, I will say Kumba is definitely like, you have to ride it when they definitely have like newer wheels on and stuff, and it'll be pretty good. Once it gets to the end of like that cycle or whatever, you can feel it. Alpengeist is down that way too, because I've literally rode it like within a 2-day period, like right back to back. First day was cooking. It was like, oh my god, this is great, glass smooth. The next day. I don't know. I skipped it after 2 rides. I'm like, this is running like trash. Like, god off. I don't know what happened. I literally closed off on the ride that day. I was like, ugh. So, yeah, I think those older B&Ms can definitely, especially like, if they have some pretty aggressive whipping moments, you better ride them. I know there's no way to fucking tell, but if you can try to ride them when the cycle of the wheels are like fresher. I mean, maybe you can literally go on the station and eye them. You bring a little mini telescope out of your Thuzy fanny bag or fucking underwear fucking zipper pockets they have now. Basically pulling out your ass and just let you do a little like I can't think of it. I can't think of the fucking word now. Survey. Be a little survey of the wheels. See if you can ride Kumba for the day. But no, like, I think it's gotten too far, man. Like, we're really getting to the point where we're saying B&Ms are rough. And we're to the point where people are saying B&M is failing. Like...
That's just ridiculous.
Like, look, as much as we would love that... look, we need B&M, alright? But, seriously, though, I tweeted it. I was like, oh, let me see. I literally said, we got more on this. Yeah, I was like, B&M is failing? Weird, parks keep adding them to their portfolio then.
In large quantities.
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting a lot of B&Ms. I don't think they're failing. I think they're far from failing, but what the Spoker said here, he replied underneath on Twitter, if it can't be good for B&M that parks are scaling back their investments and aren't installing the monster inverts and flawless coasters of the past, the dive and family coasters are a step down. I can't say they're failing, but I assume it's a negative. Yeah, that's the thing. But at the same time, every park has those. Like every big park has an invert, has a floorless.
And like also, there's been a lot of there's still been big B&M investments like overseas that we've overlooked.
Let's look up RCDB real quick.
Like within the last like
Oh, we got Dragon
5
Family
to 7
Coaster.
years or more even. Going back to like 2016, 2017. There's been plenty.
All models. No, I just want to look up roller coasters built. Yeah, appreciate you. Can I look it up in the order they were built?
Yeah, you can sort the opened
How?
on the far right. Just click opened. No. Go back. The far right.
It's operating.
No. Above a column to the right. No,
Oh, I see.
bro.
I see. Okay. Sorry, your boy is on the moon. Okay, so within the last unknown King's Dominion, yeah. So Iron Menace, Phoenix Rising, Pipeline, Mandrill Mayhem, the small little one at Legoland Dutchland,
Legoland, yeah.
Dr. D's Da Vinci Ride, yeah, exactly, in Fantasy Valley in China.
200-foot wing
Yeah,
coaster.
almost a 200-foot wing. You know, like Emperor Decepticoaster, which is the Hulk clone, which has smoother profiling. Emperor. I said Emperor. Sorry. Forest Predator. This is all literally within the last 5 years, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2018. You got Valkyria.
They're definitely
Phoenix,
not falling
Kraken,
off.
2020 Candemonium.
Because think about like the knots layout that was almost purchased as well. Like they haven't fallen off, I wouldn't say.
Now, what was their biggest project since Candy though? Or like Monster, Decepticoaster. I guess Emperor.
Maybe their
Pipeline.
biggest, probably Decepticoaster.
Because like it is true they haven't made really anything past like 3,000, 4,000 feet in like a while.
Would not say I'm concerned for B&M though.
Oh
by
no,
any
I'm not.
means.
I'm not fucking concerned for B&M. No, they're fine. That's what I'm saying. Like saying that they're failing is just like ridiculous. But I will say, if you know, like Pipeline, you feel it. Like I bring it up a Pipeline because that rattle legit was like noticeable and affects my ride experience. But like, literally, I can't think of any other like B&M that opened recently that I rode that has a rattle that legit affected my ride experience to where it's like, oh, you know, it's just going downhill, man. I don't know if parks are gonna. So, I'm like, look, whether you like it or not, we're gonna have B&M. Like, whether we like it or not, and as long as they keep shit. My favorite thing they do is if they keep Nemesis treat or Hulk treatment their rides. If parks invest into that and keep the good ones, because like you know all the good ones are starting to disappear. That's what I'm saying. Like the '90s ones slap. So
This is true. This is definitely true.
they just lost the sauce when Warner Stengel left. I need to see exactly which coaster he left at so I can say if that's true or not. But that'd be really funny because he did leave like 1999 or something for like Intamin. So, or no, either that or his own. I think he just left for his own company. So he basically left B&M though. By the end of like before the 2000s. So interesting. We got trip reports though. I think that's everything with United Parks, right? Everything with them.
What's up?
Is that everything with United Parks and Resort?
Believe so, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Well, I guess the Penguin Trek official opening date.
oh yeah, Penguin Trip's officially opening July 7th. Is that correct?
Let me check Twitter again real quick.
I'm mad if I remember that. the top of my head. But yeah, basically we have gone to 2 parks.
Yeah, July 7th.
Awesome. Yeah, you've gone to 2 parks within the with the recording actually. A new one for me, but both together. So it was awesome. So yeah, we've been parking again. It's been awesome.
Back to parking, baby.
Yeah, and where are you going this Wednesday?
KD.
Yeah, if you want to see this demon ride Grizzly,
See you tomorrow.
actually, I don't know if this will be out by then, but yeah, if you see it, that'll be cool. But you're going to Dollywood very soon, and are you also hitting other parks there?
Dolly over Georgia Air Force.
Yeah, it's gonna.
You already know. Carowinds too. Probably Katie on the way back.
Bruh.
Nice little road trip.
Yeah, I need to hear how Lightning Rod is running after everything.
Definitely looking forward to that one.
But Thunderhead, I miss that so much. I miss it so much. I'm very
Really hype.
What you end up thinking of it? Especially because you're gonna get night rides. Oh,
I know. Park hours are gonna be great.
I'm so happy that just night rides are. You don't have to just go for Haunt now. So now it's to the point where I really will not be in Haunt, because if I don't have to see those crowds, or if I know it's gonna be a dead night, then I'll go to Haunt. But like, yeah, fuck, I can't deal with those crowds, man. Fuck the crowds, dude.
Waiting like 2.5 hours for front row I 305, bro. Just straight brutal.
Any row, like it's like, oh yeah, we want to be scared, and it's like we want to ride rides, and it's like, just go to the park, whatever, man. Everyone decides to show up, like literally, like it is capacity. You have people parking in the gravel. You have people parking in the Burger King and walking over and being told that park is at capacity. Like,
it's insane. Some brutal nights.
Like if there's any lost money throughout the year of all the empty days, it is definitely made throughout all the days of Haunt. Like, it's insane. But yeah, we went to Knoebels.
Huge.
And highlight. I'm gonna say one highlight besides getting my 200th is getting to see Nessa and Chris show up, show their beautiful faces. But no, that really was a pleasure because I forgot what ride I saw them on before.
It was right after the 200, right? Or am I tripping?
I think it was right after 200.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So.
Except we rode Twister.
Yes. Yes, that is correct because I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at you do push-ups before. Why do you only do push-ups at these family-owned parks, though? I don't get it. You don't do it before King's Dominion or...
Oh, that time I was just really fried.
Okay, well, Aldemir, you weren't fried. Aldemir, you couldn't be fried. Yeah, I guess when RC's fried or he's pumped, he's going to do push-ups. But we got our ticket books because... it was nice to have the novel experience of it. I definitely will try to get a ride band though when I go.
Gotta go on a weekday.
Yeah, because
that was the downside.
And it really wasn't. For me, it wasn't because I haven't been to the park, so it would just be experiencing for the first time. And honestly, though, the way that you were after, it was kind of good, kind of left. Or am I thinking Hershey? I might be thinking Hershey.
I don't know.
But yeah,
but I would just say with Knoebels, if you have low wait times on Phoenix and Twister, it's definitely worth it to be able to get a ride band instead of having to use the ticket books.
Yeah.
Run through the tickets on your re-rides.
Yeah, I can't wait. So we get in, get our ticket books, and yeah, it's like you parking for a fair, bro. It's just like See, it's not as like I will say the experience was not as what the fuck as when I went to Waldemere. Because Waldemere, you literally just drive down like a bunch of ramblers in a neighborhood, and then all of a sudden Waldemere's there in a parking lot. Not even a big parking lot, maybe the size of a big cul-de-sac. And then, Waldemere, cool. You see a wild mouse and and a wooden comet. You're just like, oh, all right. That to me is still like, because when people say I always bring that up, and then people are like, "What do you mean?" And I explain that when they say that is still like the most what the fuck like amazing experience of like when you see a park for the first time. Because people bring up Cedar Point, they bring up islands, walking into the the port of entry.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with all of those. For me, Waldemere, it's just so like I can't believe that we're essentially in people's just backyard, their neighborhood, just riding roller coasters, riding fair rides,
It's insane.
buying food. Yeah, that was hilarious to me. But yeah, we went straight to Phoenix because I was 200. And I asked so many people. It was so back and forth. I think it was literally 1920 at the end of it. In Twister's favor, surprisingly. That I would like Twister more. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. And it honestly could change year from year from what I've heard from people too. It's just like, but I'm just saying that was a great way to get my 200. That was a great way to get my 200 because I felt like a smooth criminal on those hills, man.
That ride is so good.
And especially with me, I am essentially slapping the Phoenix logo on the front. Like my ass is over the back of the train. Or the car. Like it's just like. I will say, for me, the back was kind of mid. Like, I didn't really like the back that much at all. I felt like it was kind of lacking in a lot of the areas that were literally like the front. Every airtime hill hits.
Yeah.
Every single one. And that's why I'm saying people say, oh, it's okay than the last 4 hills. I'm like, are we riding the same ride? Are we really riding the same ride here? Because like, at least for me in the first 3 rows, because we didn't really ride in the middle, but we rode like in the back once, and we basically rode the first 3 rows the only time.
It's so good in the front.
Yeah, it's like
it really is.
Riding in the front, it's like I'm always getting airtime. I'm floating. I am literally out of my seat. I am confused where people are saying, "Oh, I'm waiting for the end." I'm waiting for it. What's there to wait for? The double up. I'm out of my seat the entire time. Where do you get that perfect of airtime on coasters nowadays? I don't know, man. For me, that ride was. I get it's simple. I get that. I get it's simple. But the airtime I was getting was basically an airy quad down. Like now maybe it wasn't as aggressive, right? It's like a floaty. Like it's like the most floaty you will get ever until the last 4 hills where it's just straight up ejector. But like in amount of time, the amount of space between seats to ass, that is the most airtime I've gotten. Yes.
You legit fly on that ride.
Yeah, from seats to cheeks, that is definitely the most time you will have, like, most airtime. Like, holy shit.
Row 2, that's the go-to.
Like, and I'm gonna say, yeah, like, just ride in the first 3 cars. Like, the first 3 rows, excuse me. Like, no, you'll be golden. You'll be golden. You will have no bad ride. But I did ride other stuff. And we rode this with Nessa and Chris, and it was awesome to be out with them, hang with them for a bit. Hopefully to meet you guys some other time, place soon. We're going up to northeast soon, New England area. Well, not soon, but like in fall. But So, just saying.
Something in the books.
Because, like we say here, we like our wood. No phrasing. And Boulder Dash is waiting for us. And apparently they're giving some weird liposuctions and BBLs to it, so...
Gotta get it before it's cursed.
Yeah, you gotta get it before... Yeah. Before it's completely, the Weekend music video where he's just completely botched plastic surgery. Yeah. Please. I need to get it before it's a steel coaster, and I just don't want to ride it anymore. It's already a hybrid in my eyes. No. I need to see how much steel there is. If they put... Okay, no, they won't put more by the time we get there. But next year, if they put more on, I'm gonna be pissed. Especially because I think they put Gravity Goo pre-cut track on Wildcat there. Or whatever their other Woody is there.
It's ridiculous. Save the Woodies, man.
Seriously, like and it's sad because it's getting to the point where I think wooden coasters would be generally a good investment for parks at the moment. It could be a ride for all demographics, and
still like really good.
and it's still really good. Like, but the only thing is you got to maintain it. You know, like, and that's the thing. I don't think we're ever gonna get a Voyage again, but like, I think a Thunderhead or a Mystic-sized Woody isn't like we need those again. You know, like
For real. Because what Mystic was like 2018 or something.
2017.
2017.
Let's look at the
So
last.
It's been a minute.
Let's look at the last time. Great Coasters International added something. Actually, in the States.
Yeah.
So, it seems that Texas Stingray.
Damn.
This is the last pretty big thing. I mean, Zambezi Zinger is... How big is that? How long is that?
That's not too crazy.
2,400, okay. Yeah, but
that's really a flop.
Yeah, there's some weird things we heard about that. We might talk about that when we get a... but, like, apparently Cedar Fair is not happy about that at all.
Shame.
And we know what Cedar Fair does when they're not happy with the manufacturer.
Throw them under the bus.
They're just putting the ladder underneath the rope and burning the bridges, baby. Burning bridges. Bro, at this point, they're gonna have to... they're gonna have to just be Lagoon. Like, they're just gonna have to make their own fucking rides.
It's getting bad.
Like, because, I mean, if they're mad about that, imagine how pissed they are behind the scenes with Top Thrill 2. Which, Top Thrill 2 isn't in the news because, guess what? No news to talk about.
There's no news.
Oh, man. You know, I'm going literally in 20 days, and I'm making jokes about it.
Oh, man.
I'm literally going there for the Black Horse Society meetup, the annual. And I'm just like, you know what? Because I know Cedar Point is a great park regardless, right? I mean,
yeah.
Maybe not, when you have a good day there, it can be a great park. It's easy to have way easier now to have a bad day. But
at least you'll have some great coasters.
Yes.
Very great coasters.
I get to reevaluate Steve because I kind of want to put Veloso over it, but yeah, because I get to the point now when I go back to Universal, I don't know why. I'm not like, maybe it's because I haven't been on it and the last ride I got it was so good. It's been like 7 months, but like literally I need to make, like how I have a Gwazi Shrine, I need to do that for Velocicoaster.
Veloci's just the perfect coaster.
In my opinion, it is. Like, it's like one of those rides too that I think fits all demographics. Like, sure,
I'll never have a bad ride on it.
I've never had a bad ride on it either, personally speaking. Like, whoa. I just got a really big wave of high. That was weird. Fuck. Okay. No, I'm good now. That was weird. All right. So, yeah, we were a Twister. Twister, people were, to me, it's a mini legend, right? And that's a good thing. But people were gassing up, like saying it, yo. And even after I was at the park, they were like, "Yo, Twister though," and I'm like, "Twister's great, you know. It's better than cute. I will say that. It's a great ride.
Yeah.
I love how jank it is, but I was expecting a bit more of the laterals, like
Yeah.
specifically in the Big Rose Bowl, and I could be, because I didn't just go to Voyage, because that was like, or excuse me, Legend. That was really like the 1st of June, right? But still, like, I was spending, like, okay, I was spending that Rose Bowl to hit a bit more.
I was underwhelmed.
I was surprised the ride was like, I liked how jank it was, generally speaking. Yeah, it has fun moments of airtime at the end too. It kind of does weird stuff to get back, because it almost seems like they forgot that they had to get back to the park there. Yeah, it has some nice classic jank. But where did they even put Impulse? Did they even rank it yet? But after that, we rode I did rank it probably, but after that we rode Flying Turns, which
in-house wooden bobsled.
yeah, like, well, I'm gonna quote what they said, on the sign in front of it. Flying Turns, a trackless roller coaster, only one in the world. They told us we couldn't build it, but we did anyway. And yeah,
It's interesting credit.
it's definitely interesting. And that one is, I will say, gets the cute category. You know, it definitely is cute. I was expecting it to be kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, but no, it actually is better than Reptilian. Like, it's the best bobsled I've probably been on. But
You'd say it was better than Reptilian? Really?
yeah. Now,
I didn't really feel like it pulled any forces, to be honest. I don't
It
know.
had whip.
I wasn't getting it.
It had a bit of whip. I'm not saying it was like fucking whip. But, you know, it had a bit of whip, and I think it's the novel factor, to be honest. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, though, like, the ride experience are the same. You might get a longer ride because there's like 4 chain lifts, but I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't mad because what? I kind of wanted to chill at that moment, and then the storm was coming in, and it cooled it down a lot. Oof, that felt good. Where do I have Impulse, though? Because we definitely had Impulse before the storm. I don't think I ranked it yet, baby. But that ride's bad.
Impulse was, yeah.
That ride is, yeah, it's definitely, I'm not wasting my tickets if I ever get it for that ride again. Yeah, I'm not even looking at that direction. Only go there for the soft serve or the loaf. Should need to actually try and see what's there. But food-wise, we honestly went basic. I'm not gonna lie. We tried the Charburger, which I needed someone to explain to me how it works at Knoebels. They literally, what you see price-wise, what you pay.
No tax.
What the fuck? That's amazing. But yeah, like, that stuff is cool. The Charburger was great. It was made to order. It was one of the best burgers I've had at a amusement area. Like, fresh. The meat actually was good. Like, the burger alone was just good, and that's something that a lot of parks can't say.
Knoebels really does you right.
Yeah, I spent maybe $10, $11 in that park, and yeah, that's a snack. That's a Rita's Misto Shake or Gelati Blender now, whatever you call them. At a King's Dominion, so yeah. I don't have Impulse ranked yet, so let me see. I'm gonna rank it live, but I'm gonna tell you all the other rankings. Flying Turns is at 95. Twist out of 200 and 200. How many credits did I get there? Black Diamond we rode too. Oh my god, Black Diamond was a great high ride. That is a top tier high ride. Oh my god, Black Diamond was fucking fantastic. Black Diamond, I didn't know what the fuck to expect. I'm like, this looks like, I'm like, it just says Black Diamond and there's just a fucking, looks like a big ass barn in the back. I'm like, okay, like, all right, let's walk in. I don't even remember the queue or anything. I just walk in and you see kind of a nice station, you know, it's kind of well themed. You're like, okay. Then you see the carts and they're like, oh,
You just hop up and get in a cart, bro. Like,
yeah, just hop up and get in the mine cart. And
it's very chill.
so I'm saying then it's basically it's a coaster because it has it's basically Blazing Fury and like Fire in the Hole. But like honestly, I enjoyed it more than those. Like I've only rode Blazing Fury and I haven't rode the new Fire in the Hole, and I didn't ride the old Fire in the Hole. But I heard Blazing Fury didn't have the good splash, and Fire in the Hole had a splash. They were basically the same. So generally speaking, I enjoyed this more. That was great. That was a great. Just the scenes were great, man. They were just weird ass like. They almost looked like they were random miners, and they were just messed up, oblong looking miners, and they were like demon looking miners out of nowhere, and then there were alien looking miners. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is happening? The story made no sense, and they were just in random places. Like, but you were so close to them. I'm like, this is dope, man. I'm just sitting here relaxing my dogs after walking around the park, getting confused in this weird layout, walking past a house. Walking past a neighborhood in the middle of the park. Oh, okay. Like we're debating, like, oh, can you just like live here? Like, how much is the rent? Yeah, the Knoebels is such a vibe. Like I said it to people before, but like the park is quirky. It knows it, and it fucking like owns it. Like it knows it's a blast from the past type of situation, and it knows that's what they're good at. And they're gonna just make you honestly really quality, dirty good amusement food, and it's cheap. I wish we could play more. Went to more of their arcades because I think there's like 3 of them there. Went into one of them and we went into one. We were already like, dude, there's 4 stirring machines for pinball.
Yeah.
So like we could easily probably spend 2-3 hours just playing pinball, then go back to play Phoenix or ride Phoenix. Like
Such a good park.
That park is top tier as hell. It has so much going for it. Like I said, it is such a good complimentary to the other Pennsylvania parks. East Pennsylvania is broken. And Pennsylvania in general is broken for like they have such good rides or good parks. But like you go to East Pennsylvania and all of a sudden, all right, Hershey or in their day Knoebels or sort of day Dorney, whatever. Drive to the Hershey, you go home. Like whatever combination you want, you're getting such a good difference. You're getting you have Steel
variety.
Force, you got you got I can't think right now. You got Phoenix, you got Twister, and you want to go to Skyrush, want to go to Wildcat's Revenge. They're all there. And honestly speaking, I did get a good ride of Thunderhawk. I don't mind Thunderhawk now. Like I don't mind Dorney's lineup. So yeah, East Pennsylvania, the pockets of parks, and even then, you can go over the border real quick to New Jersey, and just go to Great Adventure too. Yeah, that pocket it's juicy.
Stacked.
Yeah, so Hershey though,
probably the most dead Hershey visit ever.
Now I guess I've been lucky because I've definitely last year had visits.
At least for me, yeah, that was definitely my most dead visit.
Last year I had like 2 visits like that. 3 if I consider the Super Duper Stumble. But I've definitely got on days too where it's just a random Wednesday or a Saturday and it's like, this is ridiculous. I'm waiting like literally an hour for everything. Surprisingly enough, I honestly, even on a day like that, I say an hour for everything. Wildcat will still be like 45. So.
Which isn't terrible.
But I want to know if they run 3 trains on busy days.
That is a good question.
Because I've only seen 2 trains this year. I've only gone on dead days this year. Like every time this Giraffe Park's basically pretty close to the stadium. But if you know Hershey, like the stadium's right next to the entrance, and you can park right there unless there's like an actual event happening. So yeah, like if you're close to the stadium, you're good, and you definitely should try because it's big. It's so big.
So much walking, bro.
And then there's
Oh my
hills.
God.
Yeah, it's. I think it's worse than Busch Gardens actually. Williamsburg,
Yeah, it's right there with it.
I don't know. I think I haven't been in a while, but like, I think in Busch there's only like, to me there's only two real big areas that it's like, damn, this sucks. But after that,
Hershey might definitely be a little worse.
yeah, like Hershey, it's a lot of areas. Like, it's a lot of areas.
Shit is brutal.
But where did we ride first? Anyway, we met up
I think
with
we went straight
Owen,
to Wildcats, right?
yeah, we met up with Owen at first.
Upstate Coasters.
Upstate Coasters. Go ahead and follow on the Instagrams. Puts out some of the cleanest quality pictures.
Great to see the homie.
So seriously though, he's a chill man, chill dude, chill homie. We're riding. We went to Wildcats, right? Yeah, that shit slaps, bro. Oh my god.
Holy.
No, it got even like it's aggressive as hell now.
Talk about a break-in period for RMCs. Well,
It's aggressive as hell now. Like, oh, ooh, yeah. Like, so I don't know what it is with RMCs, but they really my left hip. They always have a random lateral they'll throw in, where they'll throw me to the left, and my hip will always be hurting after I'm riding like all day. Wildcat took that to a new level because of the laterals. Because it took it to the left and the right. But no, the laterals on that ride are fucking amazing, to put it bluntly.
that shit is a home run.
Yeah, it's. I don't get how people can get off of that thing. It's mid-tier. I don't know, like, or worse.
It moved up for me.
Where did it move? Oh yeah, where does it place now?
Moved up to 7 for me.
Oh, so we have it exactly the same.
That thing is on crack.
Yeah, it's
running
maniacal.
insane.
I will say, not as consistent with the min-locks though.
Hmm. Yeah, they need to get them ops in Minlock school.
Even I noticed it even from the pre-lift, dude. Like, you would drop out and you would already be like getting thrown into the lap.
Yeah.
Like that was definitely because like
it was crazy.
before, it was good. Like it was floater there, but no, you're getting like almost ejected there. It's crazy. I don't know. The RMCs have a great break-in period. And if you haven't rode Wildcat yet, go ahead and ride it. If you didn't like it because it was too aggressive before, good luck.
It's even more aggressive.
We didn't even think of Lightning Race the whole day. We went to Sky Rush, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what did it for us. We these parks need to stop. We need to put more elite rides next to each other, like Maverick and Steel Vengeance. And
yeah, going back and forth between Skyrush and Wildcats is a hike.
Yeah, because it's guaranteed a hill
sure.
somewhere. Well, actually, no. If you go to the right, if you're leaving from where Fahrenheit is, instead of going down,
you're still changing elevation.
Yeah, but it's slight. It's not literally going up behind the Hershey Towers. But no, we went down a little subtle path that was just down by I forgot where it was, but we actually walked right by. Actually, we walked right to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of weird alcoves in that park that I kind of don't get, to be honest. A lot of weird paths. But you got on Skyrush again. The new restraints, new theme. What you
They
think of all
done
the?
they done good.
What you think of all the new theming and stuff?
Oh, they did a good job with that too, for sure. It all looks very clean.
Yeah, I like how they have the do do do, the flight whatever sky. I forgot what the flight is
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
Flight. It's basically all themed to it. Like you're getting a ticket to Skyrush Airlines. It's sick. It's sick.
They done good.
I will say I have to appreciate it for what it is now. And
That was my take.
and it's still not in my top 10 or anything, but it's definitely solid in the 25. It's like a good solid wall now. Cause like it's definitely a positive machine. It's an ejector machine. Like
Yeah.
first drop is incredible. But I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think I get just as stable as I did before. As like with the old restraints. Now, is it more comfortable? For me, honestly speaking, I'm not so sure. But for everyone else, obviously, majority like yes. But you think it's more comfortable? Correct?
That was my experience, yeah. Is you still obviously get stapled just because the ride layout itself is so forceful, but I found the new restraints to be more comfortable in that effect than the old ones. So now I actually appreciate Skyrush a little bit. So restraints aren't like killing me.
But those laterals will be missed. No, I definitely did gray out every single time in that turnaround after the first air time home.
It's mini I-305 now. That's what I think.
Yeah, it was its sister before. Now it's definitely the Munchkin 305. And I still think it's a really, really great ride. I just don't love it anymore. But you found a new appreciation for it, so yeah, it was kicking our ass.
It was hitting.
Jesus, yeah, we gotta cut through this because now we're in. I might have to get a munchie break in because, yeah. But what else did we do after that?
We walked over to Candy, which was a walk-on.
Did we really walk? Wait.
After Skyrush, yeah.
Nah. There's no way. Hold on.
I swear, we got 2 walk-on Candemonium rides because everything was just like an empty station that day.
Yeah, we didn't. Okay, so that wasn't bad. I will say that candy ride wasn't bad, but those butts, you have to ride in the front, and it's still half a B&M Hyper.
It's alright in the front, for sure.
Where do I have candy? I don't even know where candy is. Jesus Christ. I didn't reevaluate it.
We also, after that, did a ride on Great Bear and Storm Runner.
What'd you think, of Great Bear?
Still just a mid-tier invert. Something I normally would not ride. I'd just skip it since I already have the credit.
Bro, it's not bad. I think it's because I like inverts, though. But it gives great forces and points. It's just the second half. It's just, like, boring. And then it throws a random corkscrew, which is good, but... Yeah. And I can't even say second half. It's more like the last third.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not crazy about B&M inverts. It's probably the driving factor of that as well.
I generally cannot find where I put Candemonium. Like, did I just get rid of it and not re-rank it?
Might just be not ranked. Yeah.
I rank everything, though. It's getting to the point where it's like I go through 200 on the list on notes. It's like, yeah, we're gonna probably fuck up, but yeah, the candy right in the front was not bad. I was saying it's right around Mako, and I already am not big on Mako. It's not even in my top 40. That's also half a B&M hyper. So yeah. The day was sick though. It was very chill. Love when I'm able to go to parks that actually want you to live and survive through the heat. Cause we drank through so much water. We were sweating so much, but we were not pissing.
Yeah, it was really
Like once it
hot.
cooled down, but no. Yeah, where would I put Candemonium? Let me see. I guess I would put it. Why do I have Diamondback over? Whatever. So, yeah. What did you think of Hershey now? Your revised visit.
Did I used to say bad about Hershey? I can't remember.
What do you mean you
I don't
can't
know.
remember?
I think they're honestly a pretty solid, individually owned and operated park. It's a very good day.
Bro, it used to be like Skyrush mid, Stormrunner mid, Candy mid.
Wildcats is in the elite tier now, so the S tier carries the park.
I will say it carries it now.
And like I said, I did find a new appreciation for Skyrush's visit, so I honestly can't really say anything bad about Hershey.
But you did have a weird take, and you liked it more in the middle seat.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely more comfortable.
Nah. Well, no. I will say this year it's kind of running rough on the wing seats. Especially the right. The right, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was like, you guys can have the wings. You guys can have the wings. Because I'm like, to me now, I'm like, the laterals aren't there anymore to the extent where like I need the wing. This is my take though. Yeah, I'm like the forces are enough for the ride, and that's what I'm saying. I gotta see what the ride is. Just a positive machine, with crazy moments of airtime, and yeah, it's like a shot of tequila. That was a dope day. Driving home though was not.
Caught up in the storm.
Yeah, and that essentially ruined the collaboration we had planned that day, which a public, essentially a public apologies, but to your favorite coach sucks for that, cause damn, bro, we feel horrible about that, because we know these cats use your time for that, so we just feel bad about that. We didn't line up specifically, but hopefully soon. It will happen soon. Those storms are brutal. We were going like 30 at some points because we just could not see.
Yeah, it was rough. Thankfully made it back safe though.
Yeah. Yeah, we got back safe and late. For sure. Luckily, the drive to you isn't bad, actually. I got back home in like 45, 50.
Oh, that's good.
It was a dead road. But after that, that's it. Trip reports. Lots of stuff going on. You got King's Mini coming up.
Last ride on Grizzly tomorrow, hopefully.
Dude, just become the
Get the night ride.
dwarven wizard, gnomish wizard, and just walk behind the maintenance guys while they're working on Grizzly in the morning and turn off the service light in the tunnel. You know. But no, I'm feeling this is a good time for a munchie break. Not gonna lie. What you feeling?
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, I'll be 5 minutes max. Yo,
Alright.
grab your smokes, grab your drinks, snacks, obviously. We're gonna be here for the long haul. Be right back. Alright, homie.
Alright.
Got me my leftover Moe's queso. Yeah, I'm sorry, like, Moe's is, like, what if there is a Chipotle and a Moe's right next to each other? 100 times out of 10, I'm going to Moe's. 10 times out of 10, sorry. But
I'm
that makes the
sticking
point.
with Chipotle. At least 50-50.
It's just so fucking flavorful, man. Like, I mean, such a... I feel like Action Bronson right now. Shit's so fucking good. Oh my fucking god, man. This shit's so This is always, I forgot what his food review like videos were on like YouTube or whatever. It's literally all they were. It was just like him like in this like well established like diner or wherever sandwich shop. They're making like this, they're sweating their ass off making this food, going all in, and they're dispensing like a guy fee area or like something like that. So you actually like know what he's talking about. But there's this dude hitting his cart and just going, "This is so fucking good. This is fucking delicious."
That's gold.
Action Bronson's a goat. Shout out to Action Bronson. One of the few good people in this out there.
W content creator.
Content creator, artist, actor. Man's got chops, bro. But no, I feel bad because Qdoba is so like just in the middle between the two.
Still gotta try that, actually. Funny enough.
I feel like you're gonna end up liking that the most. That's some weird reason.
That'd be crazy. You never know.
No, I haven't been in years, but from what I've
Heard good stuff.
from what I've had, it's really good. Tasty, a lot of options. Something Chipotle lacks. And now you have people getting like recorded just doing their job because it's probably like corporate policy to.
Harassed about fucking portion sizes, bruh.
Yeah, I just
Like, get the camera out of their face, bro. Just relax.
I really wish. I don't think a lot of parks do try to do this, but I feel like they can. If they do, it's not that great. Like, I don't know. I don't really go to Border Burrito, but like, essentially, to make your own burrito bowl or burrito. I think more parks don't do it because I think they see Border Burrito and they're like, yeah, fuck that. But
You just need to add a quality one. But that would be nice if parks had that type of option.
if they just go to like Hershey Universal, just go add a Moe's, bro.
Yeah, but like the Hershey Moe's, from my experience, was bad, and the City Walk one is actually pretty good, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I kind of agree. And that bowl there was not that great. And I don't know how much they gas up the prices there either.
No, it's not too bad at like City Walk when you have a pass discount from experience.
No, I'm thinking about Hershey.
Mm.
All right, on to the news. The munchies, unless you got something else here. You got anything to add to the fire?
What do you mean?
I don't know, just like the world, like anything to add to the constant chaos that is around us.
I got more zooted, bro, so I'm chilling.
Bruh, I need to give you. I fucked up and I should have brought the beef jerky from Bucky's on the trips.
Bro, I'm gonna be at Bucky's in 2 weeks. It's okay.
Oh man. Where do we even start? How much Universal is there? How much Yeah, there's Six Flags news, obviously. There's obviously the merger news.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we got, that's funny news. The Temu, Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
Bro, that,
Uh,
okay. Jesus.
Fanta Wild Adventure Theme Park.
I think that's the only Disney thing, so we should get that out of the way. But before that, yeah, we really got to start doing these news. We're off to bed. This is getting. This is insane. Generally speaking.
I'm looking at it right now. It's definitely a good bit of news.
Where do we even start? Fuck it, Jungle X report. Fuck it. Turn on the music. Turn on that jungle music.
Lots of track work.
Yeah, basically every day there's new track being placed.
And a lot showing up as well. They've got like elements showing up, I'm pretty sure.
Elements, you say?
Curved track. I have to pull up the park fans, right? Let me see.
But yeah, that's a big thing that they're testing. They're putting up. Who's gonna say tests though? Because they're testing paint, it seems like, on 305.
They are also teasing the wing on socials now.
Yeah, people were thinking the first one, they thought, because it was over at Anaconda, and they thought, are they getting rid of Anaconda? I'm like, no, it's supposed to be like whatever the ride is.
It's like the claws.
But they're testing what seems to be an orange, red orange, close to Molly orange, and apparently in the other back side of the support there's a black. So, what do you think on that? Black and orange
paint?
Yeah, black and orange.
I mean, it's definitely interesting.
Okay, but would they do black track orange support or orange track black support? I would think by what I'm saying, but
Probably black supports, right?
I would think so.
I want to see it like officially start happening before I really say anything. So I want to see that after. It's gonna be kind of like a mind fuck, I guess, though, to see it change.
And the thing is, people would think orange support black track, but the black track is also, or the black paint is also on the support. You just can't see it. Damn, you should see if it's still there.
Yeah, I'll definitely look tomorrow.
Exciting times to be a Thursday in Virginia. Well, there's one part of Virginia. It used to be exciting for Williamsburg too. But, yeah, this is a lot of construction. Apparently I don't know if this is park fan specific that they made this, but apparently the code name for the project Caldera, is being thrown around.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's like the official King's Dominion behind the scenes name of the project, or if it's the enthusiast generated. code name.
A caldera stands for a crater or something. It's not like a.
It's like a volcanic reaction, maybe. I can't remember what
I thought a
it
caldera
was.
was a formation. That was like a
Oh yeah, it might
volcanic, like almost like volcanic spring kind of thing, but it's like a crater.
be that. Yeah.
I don't know. Let me look it up, but they say it on Park Fans or Katie Fans. So, Project Caldera. Project being a large volcanic crater, especially one formed by an eruption leading to the collapse of the mouth of the volcano. Oh, that's playing that. That's actually playing homage to the ride. Because the ride did, like, erupt leading to the collapse of the mouth of the volcano. You could say that the volcano collapsed.
That's nice. Yeah. We like some lore.
Yeah. Now use the lore and say that they killed the anaconda. God, James trying to gaslight me saying the right.
There was a dive loop piece that was unloaded.
Yeah, it was uploaded or installed?
Unloaded. In the parking lot.
And Adina's putting this together. So they're having fun. They're like, hey, we're in the park.
It's moving along.
It's definitely moving along. That timeline of having it open by September or before haunt, like at least October, that seems very likely. It's like a piece a day at least. The more we're seeing though, the more it's looking like they were correct about the layout.
Yeah.
What it is. And then all of a sudden we see trains and they're stand-up trains. But I do think that I still think it's gonna be a great fit for the park. No, I don't think it's gonna be better than 305. Twist Timbers, no. Grizzly, pretty hard. But top 5 of that park is gonna be great. Into that.
Balanced out.
Oh, Park could even say they have a top 5. So, yeah, it was really good for this park. And you can even say their 6 isn't even that bad after that. Fight of Fear.
I guess so.
Just premiere trains suck, but the ride is not bad.
It's an okay ride.
Okay. Oh, what else? Is there anything else? Jungle X?
Shh.
I don't think so. Well, I think that was last
No.
week. Covered that it might be getting rid of the show building, but
Yeah.
otherwise, little short Jungle X report. And in my opinion, it's gonna be a lot of that, a lot of track work.
Piece by piece.
I don't think we're
Things
really gonna
coming together.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of the real exciting shit until after all the tracks done. I mean, obviously once we see it all in place, you're walking through it and you're next to the beer, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
But they're gonna do all the thematic elements after, so they can do all the clearance. I'm just happy that it'll probably they're gonna have all those rides open with the park next year. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
It'll be great. Good job, Kings Dominion. Good job. That's one thing, because I genuinely think they're still doing a good job. Kings Dominion. I don't know. Besides the nitpicks of it's inconsistent at Twisted Timbers and the park generally it's a great time.
Yeah.
So, guess the only Disney thing we had was the new change, right?
I think that's another little thing. Couple little tidbits too, but yeah, the change from Genie Plus to what is it called?
I don't even. Let me go back to it. But Lightning Lane Multipass. This is
Lightning Lane multipass.
well, this is Lightning Lane now. Like, Genie Plus will become Lightning Lane Multipass. The individual Lightning Lane will be known as single pass. So they're just making it more confusing for no reason.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Because
So you can't do it at all 4 parks in the same day anymore? Because it says purchase for 1 theme park per day.
purchase 1 theme park per day. Choose up to 3 experiences and times in 1 theme park ahead of your visit. After first selection, check my Disney experience. Now I'm wondering.
So you can't do it at multiple parks in the same day like you could with Genie Plus.
So Lightning Lane Multipass, up to 3 Lightning Lane before you arrive. Resort guests 7 days. On a day of visit, once you use a Lightning Lane, you can book an additional Lightning Lane at any park. You can hold up to 3 Multipass Lightning Lane at any time.
Okay.
This is from Scott Gusson. He's the goat when it comes to this stuff.
So essentially, what I'm getting from this is you buy it for whatever park you're starting at, but you have like a park hopper ticket. So say you're starting at Hollywood, you buy it for Hollywood, and then you can book 3 Lightning Lanes in advance. You go in and use one, and then you could book your open slot for something in a different park if you want to park hop at like 2 o'clock or whatever it is now. I think they're lowering that too, isn't it? Like 12 or 1 or something.
I don't even know. Let's see. Well, in general, you can do it up to 7 days before if you have a resort or whatever, I guess, or how do you say it?
Yeah, if you're at a resort hotel.
Yeah, so other slug hotels 7 days in advance for the entire stay. Other guests can plan 3 days. So even if you're a local, then you're like, oh, I know I'm gonna be coming in with a homie soon. Then you could do it 3 days ahead to get like guaranteed guardians or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know when I'll eventually test this out, but not sure if I'm looking forward to it.
What about the Disneyland Resort? Well, Disneyland Resort will also use it. However, there's no change to how guests will redeem Lightning Lane. It's just a name change.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's a no more 120-minute rule. You can hold to 3 Lightning Lanes at a time. The ride tiers in Lightning Lane multi only apply to pre-booking. No tiers when doing the same day Lightning Lane bookings.
Interesting.
If you need to modify your pre-book multi from one park to another, you can modify, but you might need to pay the price difference if the new park is more expensive. If you book Animal Kingdom originally and want to change pre-book Lightning Lane to multi to Magic Kingdom. This is also true if it was a different day. Ugh.
Seems very unfinished.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard to come up with something simple, just like, hey, Express...
Literally.
Buy it, fast pass, get it free, come back later. I know they're trying to get as much money, but this is just literally a whirlwind of what the fuck. I do think I get it. In fact, it does seem better because if this were live and we were there, we probably would have still been able to get on. Like Guardians, because I don't think there's a time gate, and even if there is, you probably would have done it beforehand going to the park, so would have guaranteed it. Yeah, I just think it could still be simpler, but if it's better, cool. Good job, Disney, I guess, but do better.
Hopefully it's all right.
Hopefully it's okay, but I guess stay in Florida. Here, yeah, fuck, stay in Florida. Ghostbusters HHN House review, and also Dark Universe full look at. And I know this world's gonna be amazing because hear me out. Our boy G Prodigy, who also worked on Velocicoaster, is having a good hand. That's good grasp on the creative decisions on that area, that land. So,
Really, really looking forward to that.
oh, I am ecstatic to step foot in that place. Like, I think that's gonna be easily my favorite place, even though that Starfall Racers is in the main Celestial Valley, or I don't know what they're calling it, but yeah, I think generally speaking, thematically, I just resonate with Dark Universe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be cool. Oh, they also had Timu Flight of Passage in China, and Phantom Wild Adventure Theme Park.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super hype about the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire announcement.
So people are saying this year's gonna be mid for Halloween Horror Nights. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how you guys can tell.
I'm not sure. Definitely got to see what the next IP house announcement is, but that one definitely does not look super thrilling.
So, what's actually the best Walt Disney World resort? Or what's the best?
Well, what do you mean best?
What's the best park at the resort? At Walt Disney World.
Like low-key Magic Kingdom, I'm not gonna lie.
What? Oh my God. Why? Why?
It's like the most nostalgic and charming.
I get nostalgia from the whole park, to be honest, but I can see that. It's where I grew up in some of these coasters. I was scared to even go on like everything there, like even like Big Thunder Mountain, bro. Like
Yeah.
So like sometimes getting on that, experiencing that, but it's just I don't know. It's just I don't really. I need to walk foot in it again.
It's also hard because I definitely like all four of the parks for different reasons.
I just feel like I need to put on the Mickey hat and have a big ass lollipop when I'm there. I just feel like
Hollywood
it's not...
Studios is pretty good too.
Oh, that's the worst one, bro. I'm sorry.
What?
That's the worst one. I think like Galaxy's Edge carries it, and even then, could be better.
You got to get like a really like good day there with the weights.
Okay.
Then it's like nice.
They only have a Twilight Zone and Rise. I'm good. That is literally the only rides in that park I would want to ride. Like, and Rise is amazing. So like, it sucks that I have to step foot in that park again, just to ride that ride. But
Yeah.
no, like generally speaking, like what does that park even have anymore? It's just like doesn't have anything. And people can say that about Epcot and Animal Kingdom, but like at least those parks, like I hate to say this, but like these parks look good. Hollywood Studios only looks good in areas. Like when you first walk in, it's not good. The Galaxy Edge looks incredible. Midway, the Toy Story area does not look good. It does not look good. And now
It's
the
not
hat's
that
missing.
bad.
It just doesn't have the same charm as other Disney parks, in my opinion. It's just like, and it kind of worked more when it was really delving into the behind the scenes, like you were in a working like set. But there, I really didn't feel that. It kind of just feels like random IPs splotched around now, and there's not even that many rides to make up for it. Which is just a Disney problem in general, but I'm like, yeah. I don't know. Studios is just... I'd much rather go to every other Disney park in Studios. At least it's a full... I don't even know if it's a full day park now, to be honest.
Hollywood Studios isn't really a full day park. I'm not gonna lie.
No, people say that it is, and I'm like, how? Like, you literally do Mickey's Twilight Zone, Rise, and what else are you doing?
Roller coaster.
Ew. I I guess I'll see the. I can't even watch the pre-show anymore. I'll go all the way up to the pre-show and then just leave. Like,
You could do Mania too.
okay, that's good, yeah, but I got with 3 hours for that, so. God.
It's a solid park. Got to get like 2 rides on Rise, and then 2 rides on Tower.
No, the best park is. I hate to say it, it's probably either Epcot or Animal Kingdom, but I kind of want to lean towards Epcot.
Cosmic Rewind's just too good.
I haven't even been on it, but no, the fact they have Cosmic Rewind and then they still have this weird, quirky park vibe, but it's beautiful. They have classic dark rides there. I'm still upset they got rid of Maelstrom, but you know, it is what it is. They could have Elsa's broken Slender Man face stare at you anyway when the projection doesn't work. And yeah, the park's cool. I generally feel like I know it's this country, like the light version of every country, like Mexico lie and Italy lie, but like I still like enjoy seeing the different cultures.
I definitely love Epcot too. Not a bad Walt Disney World park in my opinion.
The Animal Kingdom is very close, but they just don't have enough rides. I mean, I guess you could say that about Epcot, but Epcot, that's the kind of the point of the park. I don't know, like I still feel like they misplaced where they put Cosmic Rewind, but they're like, okay, they probably should have put Rewind not in Magic Kingdom, but in I don't know, in Hollywood Studios.
Nah, it's fine in Epcot. They just need to expand on it. I feel like that'd be cool.
No, they just
Like
shouldn't have put
how
Tron
at
there.
California Adventure they have Spider-Man along with Web Slinger along with the Guardians Tower of Terror. They need to add a second ride with Cosmic. That'd be awesome.
But yeah, that was just a little talk piece I threw in there, but Universal back on them. They're currently adding a big upgrade to Hagrid's, like a big expansion to their maintenance bay. Yeah, let's cut all through this here.
Shout out El Toro Ryan for this one.
Yeah, El Toro Ryan getting the scoop, getting able to get that stuff information. Universal UK also proposed to make 50 billion euros for the country, and I think it was quoted to where it said essentially like the higher ups there, the Council of UK or whoever the county is there, that said essentially this would be one of the best decisions we've ever made type of situation. So this is looking very likely to be happening. Like we're getting a
Wow.
Universal UK.
That's great news.
Yeah, it's really great news. What else here? This isn't necessarily Universal news, but this used to be a Universal. But the Blue Man Group is coming back to Orlando, but they're going to be at Icon Park in a 500-seat theater. I will be there. Trust me, I will be there. I love these motherfuckers. That I
That's
am a
lit.
big fan of these guys. I've seen so many iterations of their shows. I don't get the people that are like, oh, once you see them. They do some of the same acts. They do Drumbone because it's fucking funny and cool as fuck. They're literally playing music on a PVC pipe, and it's a trombone. Come on. That's fucking cool. But yo, I've seen so many different other acts. I just generally think the dry humor is hilarious. And it's generally very cool art and cool. I love it. So I will be there for that. But yeah, why aren't you liking the Ghostbusters? Why aren't you liking the Ghostbusters thing?
Not a strong IP house for me.
I mean, I kind of
Just
agree.
even the trailer was a bit just kind of mundane.
I agree because that movie
Pretty
flopped horribly.
Yeah.
People like
Like
Ghostbusters.
I would have rather gotten like a Five Nights at Freddy's announcement than that.
Bruh.
I
I mean,
don't know.
that's gross. The Universal has an AR preview in the center, so you can. I don't know how this works exactly, but our boy G Prodigy is showing it for us here. So yeah, there's in the preview center and at Universal when you go to the entry, you can see actual like live augmented changes on your phone for the area. So go ahead and
That's
check that
cool.
out if you are local there or if you're going there soon for the summer.
Epic Universe Preview Center app.
Yes, but the Dark Universe teaser looks great. The Wolfman looks like they have animatronics. That dark ride looks like it could be one of the best. Could be one of the best. I don't know.
So this park is gonna be insane.
Yes, yes. Oh man, I can't wait. Oh, and it's just one aspect of like this could be a whole park to be honest. Like they probably would add more rides around it, but like I just think that why hasn't anyone thought about making like a spooky or just a horror themed like fright based park? That is such a good idea.
I'm trying to do like a multiple day trip to just Epic when it opens, to be honest.
Yeah,
Just to
probably.
really take it in.
Yeah, do that and then end your night at a Velocicoaster last ride or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's all the Universal though. So what else happened in Florida, however?
Let's see.
I think it was just the Fun Spot thing and the chaperone thing.
Fun Spot has a chaperone policy now.
Yeah, that slipped under the rug. In fact, they took down the tweet, which I don't know why, to be honest, but it's. I don't know if it was only for that weekend, right? But essentially, there's a reason for all these things. Where did I put it? I think I put
This
it in
is the Busch Gardens Tampa thing.
Yeah, it actually does revolve around that, yeah. So, around, I think the 21st of June, Fun Spot Atlanta, and this is from Reddit's 6 days ago, this was last week. This was the policy this was what it was up before they had like a whole graphic for it. And this is on their Instagram. Fun Spot America Theme Parks, Blue Verified Check Mark. Our priority has always been to provide a guest with a safe, clean, fun experience. Due to expected high crowd volumes, we will be implementing a chaperone policy effective immediately. All guests under 21 must be accompanied by an adult 21 years or older. South parking lot and entrance will be closed. All guests must enter via the north entrance. Chaperone can be responsible for up to 2 guests under 21. So, people are like, what the fuck? This came out of nowhere. This doesn't make any sense. But, after further researching, and you'll see here, it's, people were even saying on the Reddit, a little hard to find the reason, but this sounds like a planned, they caught wind of some planned activity. Because even, like, Orlando in general has been, essentially catching up on this, like the park, so. Apparently, it was being thrown around that there was going to be a meetup here at a takeover, essentially, at Busch Gardens, Tampa. And apparently the park did take precautions. I did see a tweet say that there was security that just wasn't showing. This was just one angle of, hundreds of kids, right? Yeah, that's how bad it was because the fire, there was, and the thing is, there's actually, there's actually literally, yeah, it's a takeover of everyone. People are fighting in the middle of it, just doing dumb stuff. Please.
That's like 100 people.
Yeah, that's like 100 people. Just man your kids. Ask where they are, what they're doing. Just check up on them. I'm pretty sure this is on their Instagram story. If you were seeing this, would you be happy? Like, so the Instagram account itself is like posting them like it's like they're. I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me of like when I used to get weed from DC when they had events back in the day when they just got decriminalized. And it was like these really like weird and like shady kind of advertisements, bro. But they're literally called Tampa Takeovers. Act Bad Busch Gardens.
Act Bad Busch Gardens.
Fights allowed. Bring the drama. It's gonna be turned the fuck up. Yeah, I think they closed their account though.
That's crazy.
Because like, at this point, you were kind of inciting riots and shit like that. Like, you're inciting violence. Yeah, unfortunate that I had to come to this, but I think SeaWorld, I think there might be another one planned somewhere else. And I think, who knows if it's involved with SeaWorld, but they might be taking the same precautions because they're saying, hey.
A bit extreme, though.
Yeah, thank you for spending your day at SeaWorld. No re-entry. In the sense of, SeaWorld is bringing a new no re-entry policy to the holiday weekend. Send your best wishes to those frontline workers, all 100%.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, so I think also Ethan Hershaft talked about this. Let's see here. So what did he say? There are multiple signs before entering SeaWorld that mention that you can't re-enter the park after leaving. The ambassador I asked stated that pass holders can re-enter, but others are reporting that you can't re-enter. That's where it gets fucked up, bro. That's where it gets fucked up. Like, what? I guess they're thinking, oh, if you're a pass holder, you're probably not going to try to do anything to get banned, bro. Like, no. What?
Interesting. But they removed the signs later today, apparently.
Yeah, it was literally today. Update: when I left the park at 5 p.m., they got rid of the no re-entry signage. I just re-entered the park as a pass holder at 9:41.
Dang, they were open till 10. Dedicated last ride of the night there, too.
So, this actually is still accurate storytelling. Apparently, I think he asked the ambassador, he said that there was a fight that they thought that were happening, so it definitely was something like that. And then, because when he was asked about that, he's like, no fights. No, that was false info told by an ambassador. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense that a SeaWorld employee was miscommunicated to or just had no idea what was happening.
Valid.
Despite so honestly, we got a Penguin Truck up to here too. Despite Penguin Truck having 15-minute wait and being advertised as open until park closing previews, the attraction is closed 15 minutes early. Huh. Gotta love it, man. Park's great. All right. Yeah, so I think that might be all the Florida.
Another small Florida thing was Danny Elfman composing the music for Dark Universe Land.
Oh yes, and I've honestly said recently, like honestly, Danny's kind of lost the sauce. I'm not gonna lie, but I think something like this, like bringing them back to theme parks, would be something nice to do. I was thinking movies, the stuff coming out. People are getting them for MCU stuff only, and it's like they're already not really that much passion put into those projects anyway. So what the hell is he gonna be putting in like any sort of effort? I don't know. Recently, we're just not getting him like back in the 90s or the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like he was on it in those soundtracks. But recently, I prefer quite a few others. But in theme parks, he still has some of my favorites out there. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he cooks up. I saw someone put up a good I hope it's very very Elfman in the sense that it's all over the place theatrically. There's some Dweedledums like do then bum 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 bum.
That'd be sick, like walking around through there.
Exactly. And you have a really random pretty section that just you forget about even all the tints. Like that's some of my favorite music in theme parks. Like seriously, like it's like the almost tense and looming music. I loved it when they changed it. Before they changed it at Safari Village in Congo at King's Dominion, it was like honestly kind of scary. Like some of the music they were playing, I was like, I love that shit though. I don't know. I'm a very dark guy when it comes to art though. It's like, yeah, I think that's everything for Florida. All right, Florida. All right, so I might as well go overseas because Thorpe Park has been Hyperion's been open. People been riding it. It's been great. But it's been on one train. I don't know if they have the second train added back on, but at least recently it's been on one train, and they definitely should have an area where you could go past the guy you can buy drinks from or whatever.
Yeah.
Snacks, because apparently it's causing just a horrible bottleneck in the line. People are just stuck behind, having to wait for that. And it's like, I think the idea is great. You just need to have a chain fence in there, for people to just go to that side, go close to it, and then people that don't want anything just walk right past. And yeah, I don't know why that. Hopefully they add that later. That would be great. But I guess we'll just go over all the small things here too, because it's not much overseas, to be honest. Voltron could save himself in a pretty cool way, though. I don't know if you saw this.
Looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's basically like, I think what Velocicoaster does too, but
Rolls itself back with the LSMs.
I don't know. Voltron looks like it cooks, man. I'm sorry. That whip there from a swing launch kind of looks good. Yeah. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, so they fixed Hyperia at the time because it was valid and all that stuff, but it's up again. It's been running completely fine. It seems like they worked out the kinks. Yeah, there's no way Top Thrill 2, the situation's been dealt better. They were transparent. They didn't blame the manufacturer, and they got it open. And they actually felt bad for the consumer and gave them times to come back and let them rearrange their visits. Cedar Point just said, "Welp, they broke it."
L Cedar Point, bro.
And I guess the last update we heard legitimately was Tony Clark's silky voice talking on that radio show that nobody knows about that nobody besides enthusiasts would find out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, basically all the general public, I don't know. But we found that in a heartbeat. Wonder Woman's opening. Finally. Oh, it's been open, actually. It's open June 27th. So go ahead and ride Wonder Woman. Definitely was later than expected, unfortunately. I think it had something to do with the trains, but, why do I feel like I heard that for another RMC? Something.
I thought it was slated to open on July 1st, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I thought, it opened early, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Jeffrey himself tweeted it. Yeah, so it was like,
I just checked the @Top Thrill status page on Twitter. The guy that checks, he's like at Cedar Point every single day, and he hasn't. He said there's been nothing for like a week straight, almost. He said he did say at some point, finally, take this with a grain of salt. There's a significant rumor going around that a possible opening is in sight.
I just feel like the rubber ducky's smoking a cigarette right now. A Mustang driver crashes into Terran. How is this possible? I didn't even know I even know you could drive outside of the park.
That's crazy.
Like, to the point where, like, how do you actually drive?
Does he crash into a support?
Yeah, like, he crashed into the support.
That's
And
really
I,
bad.
and I guess that's good theme because, like, not the whole ride is, like, not even in the park. Because the support is, there's, like, only one part of the support hanging out, and he unfortunately hit that. So the ride ended up closing. I'm pretty sure it opened again. But who knows, man? Like, maybe it had to close. They had to just rebuild a whole new support or some shit. Like, that's crazy. But it would be a Mustang driver, is all I'm gonna say. Apparently, B&M had a cool idea. Now, I love this guy's name, Skibbity_BS Coasters, but
Skibbity.
but B&M apparently are actually doing some research and development for a phone mount.
I don't think I'd trust that.
No, I think this is a shit post. I'm thinking it's shit post, but let's see if they're actually. Okay, they don't really have a lot of shit posts on their accounts, so yeah. So never mind. Actually, I lied. There's literally Paul Blart right here. Like, never mind. This is literally a shit post. Providing. Yeah, this is So I thought it was kind of shit post, but I wanted to
Skibbity, bro.
Skibbity BS Coasters.
That had to be the giveaway right there. That it was like troll. Wait, it says.
What happened?
I'm reading the caption. It says that they're prototyping a phone mount for trains to hold your phone for viewing TikToks while on ride.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely troll.
Mm-hmm. I was saying that was the first innovative idea for them in a while. They start getting with the times and knowing what the people are up to. But no, Palindrome's finally complete. That seemed pretty fast. But at the same time, the course not that big.
They need to construct the tilt coaster.
Yep, they definitely need to do that. We saw the trains. Now let's see the track on site. That'd be much appreciated. There was one thing we forgot from United Parks and Resorts, but apparently it costs $600 for a piece of old track for Logdus.
Insanely overpriced.
That's insanely overpriced. I'm sorry. Like, no, people. I'm pretty sure people bought it too, but it's like you can do whatever with your money, but damn,
$600 is insane.
that is a lot just for a piece of old metal that will never be used again and ogled at. You know, like. At the most, and they're probably not even be touching it like that because if you do, your human oils are gonna ruin the paint and all that. So, yeah, I know the keychain is definitely better priced. I think you could still get that. That's a little bit of a piece.
It's like $75, so that's still a lot.
Yeah, but that's a piece of track that will always be there. See, I think that's just much more reasonable. I just don't know, like, why they thought $600 fucking was okay. Well, they thought a 3 to 4 day vacation at Disney was okay.
It's insane, dude.
Well, they thought an expensive car note was okay. Like, you're not that ride has legacy, but is it that
It's
legacy?
it's not even like the ride was torn down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's still up. You revamped it. You brought it back, gave it new life, and it looks exactly the same. You're gonna do the same shit when this gets taken down officially. It's gonna be okay, $1,400 galactic dollars or whatever, because we have a galactic force now with aliens or some shit. They took us over. There's no American dollar. It's just we go by galaxians, like the currency, for 4,800. You're like, well, that's absurd. Let's do the U.S. dollar calculation. That would have been $1,600 in this. Yeah, bro. Bro, I don't even know what I'm going on right now. That was one of the highest.
Throw it in the USD calculator from the galactic dollars.
But But no, I'm just like, yeah, overpriced. I don't get it. Like,
Extremely overpriced.
the most I am paying, see, it could be me, but the most I am paying for merch in this hobby is like, it had to be very, very like sentimental to me and novel and very unique. And for a ride that I really fucking adore. Like in my top 5. But, like, I'm not going more than like $200. Maybe 300, but like oh my god, that's like
the Hollywood Nights auctions, they always have like a Voyage like train sign or something, but the bid goes like super high.
okay. That is kind of cool though. I see what I'm saying. Like I would.
It's like the logo from the front of the train or whatever from the season.
Yeah. Oh.
That shit's like really dope.
Nah, I'm like, how much does it normally go? I'm thinking I might just save up for it 1 year.
I think it's at least like 500 or something.
Oh, that's free.
But it's for a good cause though. It's going to give kids the world, if I remember correctly.
Nah, I'll just save up like 2,000 one day and just big ball it. They'll be like 50, 50, 50, 55, 55, 55, 60, 65, 65, 70. I'll be like, all right, 2,000. Oh, all right, cool.
It's old. But now, like, one of the comments on the BGW thing was like Vortex, when that was taken down, they sold track pieces. Kings Island did for only like 200, and that was both sentimental and it was actually removed from the park. So like, Loch Ness pieces for 600 when the coaster's still operational is definitely ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. It doesn't make sense. But actually, that was cut up. I'm trying to see before I get into the Six Flags stuff. So, the Oaks Park put out a statement about a week ago. From their atmosphere ride. They got stuck upside down. That was going viral.
Yeah.
So they said Zamperla. They're pulling Cedar Point. Zamperla, straight up. They should have put it in bold too. They should have just put their fucking logo right there as well. Zamperla, the manufacturer of the atmosphere ride that experienced a stoppage on the 14th of June 2024, completed the inspection of the ride, including software, hardware, and structure. No mechanical, technical, or maintenance issues were found. The software data reflects that the incident was not the result of operator error. The state-qualified independent inspector has also performed a full inspection, clearing the ride to resume operation immediately. Oak Park suspended the operation of 360 mode, and until further notice, will instead offer riders the option of 180 or 260 experience. See, that's where I was like, this gets terrible. This is a terrible statement. Because you just said, oh, we got all this stuff, there's nothing wrong with it, but we're only running it in 180 mode, 260 mode, sorry. Any reason why? Oh, yeah, no reason why, just because, we're only offering those two modes now, that's it. Oh, man. But it's just funny that Zimperly got called out.
Really pulled a Cedar Point.
No, but like, there's clearly something wrong with the ride still. I don't know if I would ride it. It's like, you got cleared by all these people. You collected that there was no mechanical, technical, or maintenance issues, but 360 mode is suspended? The main mode of those type of rides?
Interesting.
As Coach Heat would say, okay. Yeah. Dollywood got new restaurant leaked. And then this also made people kind of get the talks about Dollywood. They're like, oh, if they don't add another big ride and the next big edition, I'm not going back for years. And I'm like, guys, the park's a vibe regardless. They got Thunderhead, Lightning Rod, and even then, Fire Chaser and Big Bear are still very good too. Like, they're fun. So,
like, calm down.
And they got good food. Like, it's not all about the rides there. Like, they got great food. It's a whole, basically a farmer's market, like a worker's, you get such novel things there being made in front of you. I don't know. I really experienced that stuff.
I'm
I
so
really
excited,
appreciate
bro.
that stuff. Sorry.
So excited.
Yeah. When you get cinnamon bread, please get it from Gristmill.
Gristmill cinnamon bread.
Like you walk past the first one when you're basically when you walk past Lightning Rod and then you go actually in towards the park right before the big market. It's right when you're walking towards Blazing Fury. You'll know what I'm talking about. Go to Gristmill. You won't miss it. First off, it's basically a landmark in the park because it's fucking beautiful bakery there. But go to that one. They are made fresh right in front of you there. So go to that one. That is the best cinnamon bread.
Oh, I'm excited, bro.
And get the jam. Jam and the syrup. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what else? So we're actually getting close to your Canada's Wonderland. Oh.
Premiere.
Oh, they're getting a premiere ride for sure. A premiere attraction. None of them I meant in a good way. Literally, I meant in the worst way. The ride of the manufacturer. They're getting a premiere ride. They're getting a premiere. It seems like leaked documents came out. Hopefully this person keeps their job, or if they weren't even on the job, they just found this. But it shows the manufacturer on the work plans on the site. Premiere rides.
So like, is it like gonna be a West Coast Racers type thing?
You rode that, right?
I did, yeah.
It's good. No,
uh,
I know people that like it, but they don't have it like ranked high.
it's a fun ride. Sure.
This is random. Jeffrey Sieber hinted at possible Iron Rattler extension.
I did see that.
There's no way they're gonna do this, but at Six Flags Fiesta Texas Roller Coaster Rodeo, Sieber hinted during the Q&A at something being done to Iron Rattler.
Respect you.
So this is from IRAT Joezilla on YouTube. If you want to go ahead and look at this real quick, give yourself a see what's up.
The question is, do we anticipate Iron Rattler? Well, it's hard to believe she'll be coming up on an anniversary sooner rather than later, and you never know what we have in store for IRAT. You never know. As you know, that ride also wants to haul, and it's like, why did it already end? Why am I over? So you never know what's coming to the magic of Iron Rattler.
Huh.
That's crazy.
This sounds good.
So he's literally implying that there could potentially be an IRAD expansion one day.
I was not expecting that quote. Where it's like, yeah, she has all the speed basically, and she just comes to an end. Huh.
He's such an enthusiast park president.
That's what I'm saying.
I love the ambition.
There's a few in the industry, but the ones that have made it to the point, like to the points where they have influence like this, I'm really happy for them. Because
Such a goat.
you're playing Planet Coaster IRL, man. Like you're doing what everyone dreams to do. Everyone in the hobby, like Siebert's the goat, man. He like I need to see if somehow, some way we can get him on the cast. Like,
Be crazy.
yeah, but the premiere, sorry, but premiere from Canada's Wonderland. That's all I gotta say. I sigh. If they give us the same damn trains they've had since their inception,
So
which
might be
people,
something like Icebreaker or something like West Coast Racers.
because people just think like, oh, they were, the Poltergeist Flight of Fear trains, like those were bad, and they think like, oh, like the Skyrockets are bad,
Just
and I'm
as
like,
bad.
they're the same train, except they just took the big ass shell off of it. They're the exact same train. In fact, they might be a tad bit tinier, but like generally they have the same shin guards, same thing to help with your feet. Everything is exactly the same. Oh,
And
KI
it's bad.
Kings Island apparently is getting a water coaster. Do they need that though?
Yeah, I feel like every park needs to have like a water coaster in their water park, kinda. It's like the meta now.
So we mean this in the sense of like the actual like the slide being pushed with water coaster, not like Journey to Atlantis type of word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like they're getting. Which, yeah, I think, I mean, I really don't even see the parks investing that much into the water parks anymore. I mean, Six Flags America was the last one, and they pushed that whole project back a year. So, yeah, I know. Speaking of which, Six Flags America opened up Dr. Screemore Skywinder. And
Steamtown, yeah.
a lot of Media Day people went. A lot of people from DMV went saying it's great. Saying it is a must ride in DMV now.
Interesting.
From behind the scenes, they're saying it's still just okay. If not that great. In fact, talking with Tyler, shout out to Tyler, by the way, for we hung out with him at Hershey. He was saying straight up, it was like, Six Flags America might be in the worst state you've seen it. It's like, that's so sad considering that, like, they just got this over budget investment and they have nobody staffed in that park. None of the rides open because all the rides are dying in front of their eyes because they bought them 20 to 25 years ago.
And they have a very small maintenance staff.
It's just, that park's gonna close soon. You can't even sell that park. That park is like, it's, for my opinion, like maybe Great America was in that state too. I don't know. I've never been, but like you can't tell any buyer that they're gonna make anything out of that because they have to get rid of almost everything or revamp everything, which is tens, millions, maybe hundreds of millions. Put it into that after you've already bought it for whatever tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and then say, oh, we're gonna turn it around, put in new investments, tens of millions, hundreds. You're putting billions, which it could work. But unless a billionaire comes in that actually has the right mindset for that park is done. That park is getting turned to a complex for apartments, a mall, or whatever. You know, like it's done. It's done. Like I genuinely do not see a timeline where this park lasts more than 5 years. Now, hopefully, we're still casting then, and we go back and
Is this really the beginning of the end for Six Flags America?
It's funny, it's sad that we're talking about the opening of the ride for Media Day and just like I would talk about the beginning at the end. But it's just I'm not hearing really good things from outside of Media Day is all. Like I'm only hearing the Media Day that was so gassed up for people there. I'm not hearing anything else because no one's going there in the first place. But in general, they didn't reprofile it. They only added the new trains and the Vesper train. You got to reprofile it too. You got to give it the Great Nor'easter, and Great Nor'easter got lap bars. So, it has that added bonus too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like I'm saying, what happens when they gotta reprofile this whole track now in like 5-7 years because it's old.
Are they even gonna do it, or are they gonna axe it?
It's just, I think that park strategically is screwed. It's like you're on master difficulty in Roller Coaster Tycoon or Planet Coaster, whatever. It's like you're in the dead end and you only have one way out or view options out.
It's gonna come down to the money, inevitably, with America.
Money. All right, so. Yeah, Six Flags America opened that. They also what do they do with Six Flags? Yeah, they did this at first with Mr. Six.
The spooky advertisement.
And apparently they showed off a new, like a Mrs. Six or something? A Miss Six?
Interesting.
I only heard this because of Coaster Cozies, which, by the way, if you don't listen to Coaster Cozies, do yourself a favor and do that. But apparently she's like this young, young woman in her 20s. I don't know if she's bald. She better be bald at least. I can't find Miss Six anywhere, so let me see if I can look it up. But yeah, They were teasing Mr. Six in a way. But who knows if this was just for the time being, like it was a placeholder, but they were trying to bring her back some weird capacity to make her kind of just be like a worker at the park.
Trademark.
Yeah, but it is a trademark of Miss Six, so yeah. But there was another ad that came out, and this is teasing their Fright Fest, which generally speaking, those are like, I don't even think about going to one for Six Flags. They're like the worst ones out there.
Yeah, I've never
never
done one.
Maybe Hallstream's bad too, but I think you got to pay for the mazes at Six Flags too. So it's like, yeah, I'm good on that. Yeah, there's just no way. But
this IP drop though looks pretty interesting.
IP drop is kind of crazy because Six Flags announced some big names for Fright Fest today. Stranger Things, The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Nun, Army of Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Trick or Treat are coming to select parks. Now, they're only going to the big parks, right? I think like Magic Mountain, maybe Great Adventure, all that stuff.
Yeah, I want to say Great Adventure as well. It's very interesting.
Apparently, they did some themed mazes last year. Like, not all of them were themed, but
yeah.
I think last year they did so too, but the ad for it was crazy because the ad ended up axing Mr. Six. As Mr. Six dancing, or he's dancing in the park, and then he gets killed by his bus. Like, you were teasing him for like this whole year, and you were just gonna kill him? You just got what? 27 parks under more parks under your belt now. You got all those parks under your belt. Ain't gonna kill a mascot? Now, I'm wondering if there's lore to this. I don't think they're gonna add lore, but it'd be funny if, like, what if his bus was haunted? And it killed him. But he's not dead, and there's a Mr. Six maze coming. And he's gonna be a zombie. I don't know. But the advert, I think, continues. It basically goes and shows the same eerie bus frame before with the smoke coming out, but I think it shows more of the IPs. It shows Stranger Things, everything we saw before. It's the full theatrical thing for it. Army of the Dead. All that stuff, so. Yeah, why do you think they're going so hard with IPs this year in the specific parks?
I do not know, but it is a pleasant surprise. Great Adventure's not far. Definitely see what they've got there. Give it a run through.
I wonder if it's still going to be pay per maze. Like, you have to pay for the mazes. It's kind of mid. I was like, I got to get more used to it, though. There's a little more places for them to do that, but. Six Flags Texas over Texas. They had a moment. You saw how they were evacuating their raft. So it was jamming up here. I guess it wasn't opening the door. The clearance area that they have in these rafts. So to evacuate, they just told them to jump in the raft water and basically swim to them.
This is nuts.
The raft moves, and then they're just basically saying, like, all right.
Bruh, this is insane.
Ugh, that raft water
Probably
is
not how you should be evacing. That's for sure.
You basically should have told them to just dive in and save themselves, bro.
It's actually nuts.
I wonder what they got in compensation for that. Bro, they just pulled the life rings?
I think that's really bad.
Oh my god. God. Yeah, that's just a very bad publicized look. And it's on Coaster Hub, so yeah, not good. No bueno indeed. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these parks. That's why I ask people a lot of times, like, how safe did you feel there? Because I'm not I am fast to be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go if I genuinely don't feel safe like somewhere. Like, I feel like the parks like are some safest places I go to. So I'm not trying to get any facade that this is some safe and maintained place when they're actually like, bro. Like, I wasn't even look at the comments when I'm not signed in, but like, I feel like they should have tied it down or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just weird. It's weird, man. Cursed image indeed, but this is happening.
Official.
We now go to You're going to a Six Flags park tomorrow, man.
Six Flags Entertainment Corporation, baby.
Now, they did put out a statement, I think. But, they put out a frequently asked questions. A bunch of the stuff is essentially, like, will be assumed. Like, nothing is basically happening yet. Like, it happened, but not in the parks. You know, like, you won't really notice. You're not going to see any name changes. Your Cedar Fair pass is not going to work for Six Flags and vice versa. And your perks are not going to work and vice versa. Your meal plan's not going to work and vice versa. You can't use discounts, any of that. Not until next year, but the one thing that was actually of fruition in an FAQ is that they're actually seems like they're teasing an all-park pass. I'm gonna go and read it. But I'm just double checking to see if we saw everything, because there are sometimes we miss a few things, and I'm like, damn, Richard talks about that. But yeah. Okay, I'm about to click on the FAQ. We actually covered every single thing this time. Okay, I'm gonna briefly cover the biz talk too, but it was so, like, it was so cog talk. Like, it was literally like I was falling asleep reading it. It was so bland, full of business talk. So I'm like, it's not good for the cast to just use it, but I'll try to briefly break down essentially what it means. But today seems like a lot of people were doing a lot of dipping. Dropped like $2-3, but honestly they're not even high stocks anyway, to be honest. So yeah, the FAQ, yeah, that's basically. So will there be any immediate changes? No. So what does it mean for all park passports? There will be no immediate changes to the 2024 season passes or all park passports. You continue to use our passes always we have. Where was it? Yeah, so will the company introduce a new season pass that provides access to all parks? If so, when will that happen? It's clear our guests see tremendous value in the season pass programs. There are no plans to offer a new season pass with access to all parks in 2024. However, we believe that there may be an opportunity in the future to offer expanded park access to season pass holders. Please check your home park website for updates on season pass product offerings and all park access options. So,
how much?
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking 400. But
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Maybe $399, $349 or something.
Get I think what they're gonna do is that, like, the bigger parks like Cedar Point, they're gonna make the season pass is actually worth money.
Yeah.
And you can't just get them with, like, because they're so cheap, and that's one of the issue with the parks. Like, you have a park as big as Cedar Point, and it's almost the same price to get into King's Dominion or Carowinds. Like, I don't think that's. I think there should definitely be. I'm not even trying to pay gate. I'm not trying to gatekeep people, and that's funny because gatekeepers the front of the park. But I'm saying, like, literally speaking, like, it's if they're trying to be more than what they're a resort, right? The resorts don't cost a little more than like $60 online to get into.
Yeah.
Like, let me look right now. Daily admission, daily tickets starting at $50. Like, for real?
That's not that crazy.
That's not crazy at all. You get into a park like Cedar Point?
I'm sure to get like a weekend day ticket is probably like
Oh,
$60, $65, but still. real question is, will we get that all parks pass in 2025?
I think they're easily knowing that's going to be a big thing for people. And they see how... Because I know, at least... Because El Toro Riding's in his video talking about the merger a year or two ago. Or a year ago now. It was only a year ago, but... Like, when the snowboarding... I forget exactly the company that put it all together. But when they did their big merges... they saw the... I don't know if they saw it after... But essentially, they knew people would be more incentivized to travel to more resorts and more places because they knew their mission was paid for. They didn't have to pay. They only had to worry about the flight and housing at that point.
Right.
Which us as enthusiasts know, but more people may be more keen to like, hey, if I'm around somewhere traveling, I just have this pass, and then if I'm bored when I'm doing or whatever, I could just go to Six Flags or go to Kings Island, whatever. Like. Have this all-park passport.
More inclined to kind of start getting into the hobby, even.
Yeah, that too. But in general, you have people going. They're gonna spend money. Like more often than not, you're gonna spend money. Like even if you are the one, like the few people that go basically go bare bones mode on a park. Like. No pay for no lockers, no food, get no drinks. Have no sort of like craving for any sort of sweets that you pass by. You just what is it? What are they calling the thing with their raw? Is it raw dogging a flight or whatever?
Raw dogging? What do you mean?
Like, there's a TikTok going around where it's like a trend where it's like, where people are just like straight up looking at the air, like the tracker the whole time, and they're not doing anything else for like 12-hour flights or longer.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, raw dogging flights. Oh my god. What does. Yeah, you haven't seen this? Raw dogging travel, as it's unfortunately being called, is the act of boarding a flight long haul or otherwise with no headphones, no book, no form of entertainment or diversion other than the ever-present digital flight map.
Oh my god. That's torture.
No, that is torture. At the same time, I think I could build a lot of character. Oh, jeez.
That's bad.
What were we even talking about? Oh, the fucking flights in the Burj. Yeah, what are your thoughts on all this, man? Because, like, I'm indifferent. I personally would like it if they stayed as different entities, but if it truly can help bring more to all the parks and more interesting and innovative things, that's cool. I will say their statement, though, was kind of trash. Salim Soul was definitely just saying just bullshit. He was like, with the Six Flags, or with the Cedar Fair's great guest experience and Six Flags innovative ride editions. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, first off, good guest experience in Cedar Fair? Like, when was the last time we got like legitimately good, like stand out guest experience from a Cedar Fair park?
Yeah, he's kind of grasping for straws there.
Bro, I can think of nice people. Right, I can think of the people, like even some of the homies that work at Gigs Debate, some of the best people. But that's, it's nothing like what you see at Disney, nothing like what you see at Dollywood, nothing like what you see at Universal. Let's not put it up there, please. In fact, I can have some horrible fucking days at Cedar Fair parks, when it comes to guest service. No, I do hope it trains up some of the bottom of the barrel guest service, like Six Flags Over Georgia, all that stuff. Because that needs to not be like that. People shouldn't feel... The park should literally be hindered because of the clientele. That's just messed up. Like, the park has the foundation. You just need to fix the operations and how the guests interact with the... with how the employees interact with the guests.
Yeah. I'm embracing this merger and hoping for the best, but I do feel like there's gonna be some parks that might get the axe.
Yeah.
Or something.
Now, I do think they're going to keep a few longer just to see. You know, all right, how they're going to be. How much are people traveling to this shit now?
Might not be instantaneous, but
I do think, and that's the thing is, you really need to make sure this stuff sticks. They cut down so much debt, and now they have a lot to work with. Now you really got to still finalize and make sure you profit this right, and not just go gung ho. But they have. It seems like they have a lot of wiggle room now to really have some fun with new and innovative things. In theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go over the really. God, this is so boring. Like you gotta. This was the most boring blog I ever met. But oh god, press releases. I can't even look at this now. Oh, this is gone now. Unmatched sale and reach. Enhanced guest experience. The merger brings together strengths of both companies, combining Cedar Fair's reputation for delivering exceptional guest experiences with Six Flags' innovative ride and attraction designs. Leadership and governance. The combined company will be led by a proven management team featuring executives of Cedar Fair and Six Flags. Richard Zimmerman, president and CEO of Cedar Fair, serves as president and CEO of the combined company, while Salim Basol serves as executive chairman of board of directors. Corporate headquarters located in Charlotte. Oh, they cut this out a lot more. No, I'm telling you, when this was, at first, it was so bad. This was, like, literally so much business jargon. It was like, I was getting nauseated. It was almost like they were trying to filibuster the regular person. They're like, no, we don't want you to read this. Just get bored and get out of here. Future growth and financial strength with an anticipated pro forma enterprise value of approximately $8 billion. The new Six Flags is well positioned for future growth. We are committed to maximizing shareholder returns through strategic capital allocation and achieving targeted net leverage ratios. Our enhanced free cash flow will support ongoing investments in our parks, ensuring continuous improvement and innovation. We have 42 parks now, man.
That's pretty nuts.
42 parks.
That number is probably going to decrease.
This is the map of all of them. Oh, that is so weird, dude. Kings Dominion and Six Flags America are now sister parks.
That's crazy.
Knott's Berry Farm and Magic Mountain are now both the same park. Basically,
That's also crazy, like looking at it on the map.
Bro, Valley Fair. How far is Valley Fair from... Oh, that's pretty far, actually. So Michigan's Adventure's far from Cedar Point, too. But, like, Cedar Point's, like, in between.
Midwest is all pretty spread out.
Yeah, that's just the Midwest for you.
KD, Dorney, Great Adventure, and America all on the same pass.
Yeah, Carowinds, Kings Dominion, Six Flags America, Great Adventure, Dorney,
East
and
Coast is
New
stacked.
England, and then you go to Great Escape. Finish it off and drive back.
Can even go to La Ronde, Canada's Wonderland, and Darien Lake.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
All on one pass. That's actually wild. Hypothetically, like next year.
Hypotheticals are definitely brewing. Now that's all the.
I just mean like next year if they actually introduce an all parks pass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that is everything though. I think next time we will have a little something to do on the side. We will have some questions throughout there. Something to give us, something to give y'all so we can read out. Because I kind of miss doing that, to be honest.
Get something to put up.
Yeah. Honestly, I guess I'll put it up for. What are y'all thoughts on the merge? Put it up for next week or next cast we do, but. What is y'all's opinion on that? Is it good? Is it bad? Are you indifferent? You confused?
Let us know.
Are you crying in happiness? Are you crying in sadness? Are you over the moon? Are you just quitting the hobby now because it's happening? Like all spectrums.
What park do you think might get the axe? That's what I want to know. Let us know.
Out of this map I'm looking at, bro, they just added something to Great Escape. So like, I truly think they're going to wait a few years before they really decide. But man, if I'm gonna choose now, off of what we know now, Discovery Kingdom might be going.
CGA is up there too on the list.
I mean, they already sold it, right? Or they reportedly they
Yeah.
did, but they're still. I'm just confused about what's going on with that park.
There's something going on there for sure. Frontier City, maybe.
Oh fuck, they own that now. They're getting rid of that so fast. What's even there?
I don't even know. It's like nothing.
I'm gonna look up RCDB real quick, but like, I'm just like, why has that not already been sold? Just save yourself some money. Frontier City, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Diamondback? It's extreme. Let me guess an arrow. Oh, it's a shuttle loop.
Arrow loop.
It's a shuttle loop though, so it's kind of good. Maybe. Frankie's Mine Train. And
Zamperla Family Coaster.
I wonder if it breaks a lot. Silver Bullet, 1986, a Schwarzkopf. Steel Lasso, a Vekoma suspended family coaster.
That's probably so jank.
And Wildcat. Let's look at the POV, shall we? Are they old? Can I find a new one? Wildcat, Frontiers POV. Shall we? 1 year ago. Is that the closest I'm gonna find? Was it a year ago? Probably. Alright.
This is going to be.
The ride might be good. Might be kind of good. You never know, man. It's the only wooden coaster in Oklahoma. It looks maybe 60, 70 feet tall. There's a playground complex right next to it. Who designed this? I didn't even look. Point of no return. Well, you already couldn't return, but... Alright, drop looks alright. There might be some airtime on the front there. No way there's some in the back. Oh!
Nice pothole action.
Yeah, nice pothole action. Like, literally. Ooh. Oh!
That's jank.
Oh, it's slow too.
Ooh.
What the fuck is it doing right now?
Some rough transitions. Oh.
Ew! You can see it there. Oh, that ride looks horrible. Hold on, I'm putting it in slow motion. You can literally see like the running rails are like degraded. Bro. What the Yeah, like the wood is like rotted, bro. Like oh hell no. What did he say about it? Kid throwing up on the left at 127.
That's right now.
He literally is throwing up. What is he doing? Is he okay? He's on his knees. God. I love this ride. A great one. This place is my whole park, and in my opinion, Wildcat needs a retrack. You think?
Imagine having that as a home park.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like...
That'd be tragic.
I am so grateful for my area. Because you could be like a Frontier City in Elitch Garden situation, bro. Hold on, where is where's Lost Island? Iowa. Yeah, never mind. I was like, hey, at least you got at least you got that there too. Nope, you don't. You only got Vetron. Or excuse me, Lost Island. I'm lost. I feel like we lost a solo episode, but Y'all, we will be I'll be hanging with the homies, but I hope the homies here today. Sorry, I thought I just saw a Top Throw 2 update. But no.
Silencio from Top Thrill 2.
Yep. Top Throw is literally just... They said it won't be a summer whole thing, but I'm not too sure, hombre. Oh no. So no. Oh no. Sam Perla and Cedar Fair. You silly
Damn,
pieces.
Perla.
Damn Perla. Y'all, we gotta close this out. This has been going for too long here. Y'all, go ahead and follow us on the socials at the High Rollers DMV on Instagram, and follow me at West Tower Coasters on Instagram. Where for every link I want to see what I'm doing in terms of stories, I must be posting the stories because otherwise I'm just posting my pictures, or I'm linked with some shenanigans I do on the Black Coast Society page. But go ahead and follow for that on Twitter side though. Follow at the High Roller C, and follow me at West Tower C. RC will let us know when he makes a new social, I suppose. But
Got y'all.
for the moment, I'm the only one that has them. So, y'all, hopefully to catch y'all park soon. Take care. Stay homey out there. You never know who you'll meet in this hobby.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Appreciate ya. And peace out, y'all. Take care.
Peace.